Hello, people of YouTube. My name is Steve Gray. Thank you for watching. Today we're going to be talking about Dr. Stone Season 3, Episode 4. And we start off talking about the Y-Man. They're trying to figure out who the Y-Man is, what they are. Did they petrify themselves along with everybody else 3,700 years ago, and they have just recently woken up? Or what is going on? Are they a friend? Are they an enemy? We're kind of assuming they're an enemy, but, big whoop, we're overprepared if they are not an enemy. So, it's better to have all of your T's and I's, dotted and crossed, if you will. That's kind of what they're thinking of in the beginning. They're just kind of generally building things. They're talking about the smartest people. They're saying Kohaku is saying Chrome is goofy, which I thought was kind of funny. So this is them kind of just having a general meeting, talking about what's going on, what's happening, why did we get petrified, things along those lines. And then Senku realizes that they now have the ability to create something. We have Kohaku like, how are we going to find something with this? And I didn't fully understand this either. But with the combination of smashed up crystals, poor Senku getting hit in the face, and then some electricity, a little bit of a vacuum here, we get a dot. We get a dot on a beaker. Yep. And I was with Yo here. Maybe Senku finally lost it. Definitely with Yo here because I was confused on what was happening with this. But then they talked about, it's kind of like projecting an image, like an old tube TV, where, it uses a bunch of beams, ray beams, if you will, in order to project an image. Which, this is getting really confusing. And then we're talking about crystals having magical powers, which is where I got the thumbnail from. And apparently, this type of crystal that they're using has magnetic properties, and they vibrate at a certain frequency. So it gives you this kind of beautiful straight line. And I was still confused at this point. I was like, okay, we have a line. What is going on? I am equally as confused as the villagers and even some of the modern people because Gen has no idea what the heck is going on. Neither do I. However, what it does is essentially work as a sonar or radar, kind of both. You can hook it up with a microphone in order to get sonar, so that way they can track where this Y person is. But it's also a dual purpose because it is going to work for finding fish. So you figure out which line is the seafloor, and then you see bigger dips, and it could be change in elevation, or it could be a large mass of something. What something? It's anybody's guess. In this case, it is fish. It is a huge amount of fish that they are able to use because obviously they're going to need to feed a bunch of people. And yes, you can prepare and have a bunch of food while you're traveling across the ocean, but at the same time, it's good to be able to source, local food, which they'll be able to do when sailing. You can easily catch fish, especially now that you have a sonar to detect them. Then we have Frensos making sushi and all of these delightful food dishes for everybody. Everybody's having a good time. Cook it. They are the cook of the village. But the idea is basically to make a bunch of huge motors and engines on the ship to kind of superpower the sonar signal, because without it, it's the signal can only reach so far, depending on the battery size. But you have this big, powerful engine on the ship, it's not going to be that much of an issue. So Senku is trying to get us into the industrial age. So of course you got to show Kohaku in a swimsuit because what would a river episode be without it? And the iron sand that they're getting is limited. So basically, they are losing the amount of iron sand. So Chrome is actually thinking of an idea. I guess to a pervy aspect with Genro, who's like, "Oh, it can see through anything, can it? It can see through anything. What about clothes?" He was like, "Well, that would be more of an X-ray." but you'd be seeing a lot more than you'd be seeing more than you think with an X-ray. So Chrome is thinking of a way to find more iron with the radar, and he uses a coil to put it next to each other, essentially creating a metal detector. Except then without sound, you have the little radar beeping at you, as opposed to a sound beeping at you. So he remembers where he found the rock, the magnetic rock initially. He goes out with his little coil to attempt to find it, finds a crevice, goes down the crevice. His hunch is correct, and his makeshift metal detector gets them a crap ton of iron, which they turn into an iron mine with all the necessities. You got the lights going on, you got the pickaxes going on, and basically they're even paving the roads at this point too. They get to a point where they're paving the roads. They use mine carts. Right here, the roads are really bumpy, and Senku is basically like asphalt is partially oil, but 90% of it is gravel. So, I mean, essentially, it's just a bunch of very crushed up fine stone, a little bit of oil in order to pave the rougher spots of the road, making it easier so it doesn't destroy their steam gorilla car, if you will. Actually, at this point, it might be an oil-powered or gas-powered car. Now we have the gas-powered boat. But look at that beautiful road. All that manpower. Team Gorilla. And that was actually funny. They were kind of chanting Gorilla as they were making the road. And then we can deliver all the iron and all the necessary ingredients, if you will, by sea to the main island. That way Senku can work with it. And then I believe we are getting to the railroad tracks. We have Ryu saying that he was like, yeah, no, I don't want to be cool and collected and all this other stuff and study and do everything by the books. I would kind of lead my own way. He's talking about being a leader. And if you're not having fun while doing it, what's the point? Here we get to see some crazy minecart tracks that look more like a roller coaster. Why they didn't make this flatter, I don't know, but it looks neat for the anime, so who really cares? And using a rail cart is going to be 10 times easier than doing anything else. But the idea is basically get enough material to make a giant metal steel motor, because that's that steel engine block you can think of. But yeah, you can technically use aluminum too, but steel's stronger in the long run. And they have more access to iron than, I don't know how much aluminum they have access to. But what I think is going to happen next episode is probably giant motors, giant boat motor. I think let's see what that's. Yeah, science vessel pursues. So probably gonna be getting that giant ship together more. Get a little Minecraft Kohaku there, pretty cute. For next episode. A little bit confusing. Usually they break down the science aspects of this, I feel like, in easier ways, but I feel like doing the radar thing, I was doing like a double take, like going back and rewatching that section because I was kind of confused. But essentially, it sounds like you are taking one type of crystal and coating it in this beaker, and then putting two types of crystal that vibrate at a certain frequency next to each other, and then shooting electricity essentially through it. In this, you're creating a vacuum tube in the process too, in order to get like a screen and have your little dot, and modify it to use it for sonar. Still don't fully understand it, I don't think. So let's give this like a 7 out of 10. Just because of the confusion. Maybe I'm stupid. I don't really know. That might be part of it too. But I was confused, and it made me not like the episode as much. I guess that is what it is. That's my personal grief with the episode. But looking forward to the rest of it. Honestly, I'm kind of looking forward to Demon Slayer more. I mean, I like Doctor Stone. Definitely something different, but I mean, it's Demon Slayer. You know, like the lowest rated episode of Demon Slayer is like a 7.5 out of 10, which is pretty solid. And my guess is that Doctor Stone for this episode is probably going to be rated lower than I'm actually rating it. But who knows? There you go. My name is Steve Gray. Thank you for watching. Hit that subscribe button, turn on that notification bell, leave a like, comment down below what you want to see for future anime and cartoon related content. I am going to be making a Final Space video, possibly the final space video, because we're getting some information on that. Um, and then maybe a meme or two here and there. It's I need to make some memes for you, because everything is reviews right now. You know, I'm doing two longer videos each week, and you're not getting your short little clip videos, so I need to throw some memes at you. If you have ideas for memes or want to see like a specific meme type of spiel, let me know, because I'm definitely down for that. Thank you for watching, and as always, have a good one.